Hi everybody, how are you? Happy Wednesday night. Welcome to Facebook Live. I'm Melissa Thomas, C2C Stamping, and here we are, another week. Week 7, yes, of COVID quarantine. So, hey Kathleen. I know we've been doing this for a while. Many states are starting to lift restrictions, but very slowly and in minimal ways. So I know that is definitely something that, will impact people being able to do things. But I know for us, we still work from home, and my daughter's not going to be in school anytime soon, so there'll still be a lot of homebody-ness. So I'm excited tonight because I've got a great set of cards to show you how to make. Hey Lynn, and I have got some fun other things to show you. I wanted to thank Kathy. Kathy Oust normally comes on, and I will make sure she comes on later. Kathy just sent me the sweetest card, and so Kathy Oust normally comes on. Thank you, Kathy, for your card. That was really sweet. I appreciate it. The friendships that we make as we do Stampin' Up and crafting. I've never met Kathy in person. It's pretty cool. So just gotta put that out there. The hand sent card is definitely cool. So I'm gonna show a couple things. One of the things I wanted to talk about was I have my Sail Away Memories and More class that I'm doing. Hi Kathy Wilden. And so I just wanted to show you some of the samples of the cards that you can make with this beautiful set. The class is $35, but that includes shipping to you. That includes a package of the whatever these trinkets are called, these Sail Away trinkets that have the little like anchors and really cute wheels. Lots of great Father's Day sentiments. Happy Father's Day. I love Hello Handsome. Some nice gender neutral ones as well. Destination Happiness. I like this one. This one's my favorite. It says ahoy there. Yeah, matey. Yeah. Hi, Patsy Palmer. And then it also includes like a piece that you can make that is framed. So this is the piece that I framed. You could frame any one of them, honestly, but I really like today. This is the perfect moment. So anyway, thought that was really cool. So $35, it's shipped to you. It includes everything you need to make all of the projects. There is 10 big cards, 10 small cards, and you'll definitely have leftover memories and more for like memory keeping. And then it also makes the little framed project as well. So that is my big to-go class for the month of May. So we're already thinking about May. And then I know I had talked about like sometimes people want to covet the cards that they make and maybe not send them. And I had made a comment that I used to keep a small box. It was about this big. And I would keep a couple cards in there that I would covet, and I would never give them away, never sell them. And I found them. I was cleaning up part of my office, and I found them. And one of them is a design that I made. And I will probably never sell this card. I loved this, it's gold, I don't know if you can see it, but I loved that starfish, and I loved that ribbon, and it's Lost Lagoon, which is a color we don't have anymore. Anyway, so the other two are made by my friend Jamie, and Jamie is a very talented artist. She was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator on our team for several years, and she's not right now, but this is one that she made years ago. And then this is the other with that little birdie as well. I love the little birdies. So anyway, so I will put those back in my covet drawer. I'm not a big coveter of much, but those couple of cards, like those are really awesome. All right, so what we're here for tonight, we are going to play with the ta-da laser cut specialty designer series paper. So this sheet you could do a lot of things with. So this is a big 12 by 12 sheet, and if you use the hostess code this week, you will get the projects to make the 5 cards, and I will cut up the other sheet. This one, if you wanted it whole, you would have to pay for the shipping. Shipping on a 12 by 12 sheet of paper is really expensive. If you're local, great, I'll drop it off. But if you're not local, you would need to pay for the shipping. If not, I'm gonna cut it into a 6 by 6 piece, which you can still use as an overlay on a card, or you can use it in one of the other ways. So I'm gonna kind of flip you guys around, and then I'm gonna show you the piece that we're gonna use tonight. So in each of these packs, there's 4 of those big sheets, and then there's 4 of these sheets. So these sheets are cool because they feature some card framing front pieces, right? They also have these 4 smaller frames down here, which you could use in memory keeping. You can also use them for love notes. They're 3 by 3 size. And then it also features 2 strips that you could put like on the side of a card or at the bottom. And what's interesting about this is that it's very vanilla, shimmery very vanilla on one side, and whisper white on the other, which is really interesting. So I'm going to kind of flip you guys around, and we're going to talk about the projects we're making tonight. Let me get this out of the way. The paper is definitely delicate, for sure. So, all right, here we go. And ta-da. Okay, so the cards that we're making tonight, we're gonna make this one, You Are My Person. We're going to make this one, I Just Love You. We're gonna make You're All Heart. We're gonna make Thank You. And we're gonna make So Happy For You. So I'm gonna kind of talk through each of these. I'm featuring the the name escapes me. Woven Threads. Yes, Woven Threads is the designer series paper that is behind each of these. So these all feature woven threads. I kept with the in colors from last year. So Pretty Peacock, Seaside Spray, Terracotta Tile, Rococo Rose, and Purple Posy, so you could kind of see how all those colors play well in that DSP. This is definitely something that Stampin' Up! Is continuing to do, where they put all 4 or all 5 in colors into one DSP, which is really exciting. Hi, Kristen. And so yeah, so I'm excited about that. The stamp set I'm featuring is retiring. So I like featuring retiring items in the month of April and May because they're things that I'm very sad to see go away. I'm shocked. This was a $1 million stamp set. So Steffi, she is a German demonstrator. She designed this. De Graaf, I think. It is an amazing stamp set. I have loved it, loved it, loved it. I love the heart and the easy swish, so you can literally just like stamp this and it looks very artsy, and so you don't have to like color this or do anything crazy. But what I really love is the mix of the sans serif and serif fonts in each of these, and I love the sentiments. So we're going to use this one today. So I'm going to walk through a couple of these. So this one's probably the easiest. All we did was we cut the paper and we glued it to a piece of the DSP, and then we just stamped in the upper left-hand corner. That's it. Now I did use the shimmery side, and I'm going to actually kind of migrate us all over a little bit this way, only so that you can see the shimmer on that, right? So that is beautiful, and I love it. And so I would definitely use the shimmery side for most of these projects, but I definitely used it on that one. So that's that. That's easy. And that card base is Rococo Rose. Now this one is the next one. And again, a piece of the woven thread DSP in the back. Now you can see in this one, I used the white. So I did flip it because I felt like the vanilla didn't go well with the DSP in this particular piece, right? It was more white. This DSP actually had white and very vanilla in it, which was really interesting. So all we did was we mounted that, right? And we did that and put that on top of there. So I'm actually going to show you how to cut this paper because it's sort of like if this, then this, right? So, oh, and here's the hostess code for tonight. Ooh. sorry, as I try to juggle 4 things. The hostess code is 22TUG, 22TUG KMB. Funny. All right, so here is the piece, right? And so we're gonna zip off this piece first. Then we're going to cut this off. Then we'll cut this, and then we'll cut the smaller pieces, right? So let's go ahead. We're gonna cut off this first, and I'm gonna cut right there. So you definitely need a paper cutter for this, a paper trimmer. We have our new paper trimmer. I have both. I use both trimmers. One's like at one desk, one's at the other. So then each of these can be cut. There's 4 of them, so they're 3 inches each. So you could, line it up at the 3-inch mark. I prefer to kind of make sure I'm just getting in the middle of this, right? So I feel good about these borders and that they're kind of matching thickness. So that's how you cut those off. Then we're going to cut off these 2 little pieces here, and we're going to cut it on the outside of this border. I want this full thick border, so all we're going to do is cut that. All right, and then if I don't like that, if I'm like, ooh, that's not even, I can always come back with my little snips, right, and I can cut that off. Great. Then we're going to come down here. And going to cut this. Okay. So it just requires a firm pressure and a steady hand, and then you'll be fine. All right, and then we would. So again, just kind of making sure I've got the right size border on that. There we go. All right, so we've got our floral piece, and then we've got a birdie, and the dandelions, which are oh so cute, and then this kind of like tile-looking grid piece, and then this really nice. I mean, this is easy. You can put anything you want in there, right? So good. We've cut all our pieces. So this one, the way that we did this, and I had a piece of white here, yeah, is what's amazing about it is that this is the one I used, and you really can't tell the difference between this one and this one, except when you turn it over. So you can see on the back side of this, I used it as the guide and the template for this. The most important thing with this is that you are gentle with it. It's pretty sturdy, to tell you the truth. Like, I'm pretty impressed with it. I thought I would have to be a lot gentler, but it was fine. So I'm gonna kind of rotate this, and I'm gonna use Pretty Peacock for this. And in this case, I decided to use the dauber instead of the brayer. You could totally use either one. Just remember, when you're sponge daubing, that first punch off, go off the page. Then you can come back, right? And you can, and I think I decided, yeah, I wasn't gonna do circles. I was actually gonna do like up and downs. Yeah, that's what I decided. So I literally just went up and down, up and down, up and down, off, up and down, up and down, up and down. Off. And then, you know, you kind of want to fade out the edges. So maybe, you know, you go back through and, you know, cut it. So I'm not going to re-ink, right? I'm just going to make those edges faded. Just like that. Cool. And then we're going to trim that off, right? And then just stain from the corner. So, super cute. And again, it's the second time I've used it, and the front still looks great, right? So I can still use this on a card, which is cool. So I like that. Thought that was easy. I like easy. All right. So now the next one is this one. So you can brayer this, right? And you can end up with like a nice image. I actually did it on my scrap paper. You'll appreciate this. So I brayered it, but then I kind of wanted to see what the image would look like that was left behind. So before you put this onto a card, you could brayer this centerpiece out on some other pieces. I mean, even the eye came through. It was impressive. So that's definitely a possibility, right? But I really just liked it popped up on dimensional. So I made sure that my pretty peacock piece was laid flat, and this kind of pops up and it creates kind of like a shadow box effect, which I really like. And I did use the shimmery side because the shimmer with the color through it just looks awesome. So again, just got my brayer, right, and my old olive, and came through, you know, rolled that on, and then just was able to roll some of that color on, right? What's nice is that with a brayer, you're gonna get some like high points and low points, and that's good. You want variety, right? You don't want this to be like super uniform. So I really liked that. Thought that was fun. And I thought the green, the old olive was a nice complement to all the in colors that I was using. So it was more natural, I guess, looking. So, hey Kim! And now the final one, the coup. All right, so I took the dandelion piece from this laser cut paper, and Kim, I know you love that dandelion stamp set. So what I did was I laid it down on a piece of the Seaside Spray, right? And just kind of made sure that it was gonna kind of lay down flat. Now this one I've used already. So this one is fresh. So you can see that lays much better than that one. And you probably could use this, like now that I've colored it. I mean, I could put it on a card for sure. But I want to show you how this works. You're really only going to get one use out of this. So just FYI. The bigger question is, where is my, oh, there's my spray. So for this one, you're going to use a spritzer, right? And I had water in about here and about 2 drops of Night of Navy because I wanted to have a darker color than, I didn't want to do like tone on tone. I really wanted it to show up. So here we go. That's about it. Okay. There we go. That is literally all you have to do. And then just let it dry, right? Don't touch it. Don't move around the ink with the heat tool or anything like that. Oh my gosh, you have 2, Kim? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's so funny. So with this, if you use the heat tool, it's going to move the ink into different places, and you probably don't want to do that. On this one, I did use the heat tool, and I just don't like how it made it kind of weird and splotchy in a couple of areas. So I would recommend don't use the heat tool. Just let it kind of air dry, let it set aside, and then you can come back and you can trim on those outside lines or not. You can just leave it like that and mount it. I trimmed on those lines and then went ahead and mounted it on the card. Yes, it's a little curled. You could, I mean, I hit it with the heat gun. I couldn't get it any flatter. I'm sure you could just like put it underneath a mat or a book or something and get it a little bit flatter. But I kind of like the furled edges look. I think it looks great. And then once everything's super duper dry, then you can stamp on the front of it. The So Happy For You. And you've got yourself a really fun card that's got some cool color in it and looks pretty neat. So yeah, so all right, I'm gonna move this out of the way because this is a mess and this is wet, and so I'm gonna let that dry. But all right, so all right, so happy for you. You're all heart. I just love you. You're you're my person, and thank you, right? We've got Teacher Appreciation Week coming up. We've got so many things, so many people to be thankful for. And I think that these are great. These are great kind of spring, summer, all occasion cards. I will tell you, when Woven Threads first came out, this paper, I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to use it. And I looked, I've used almost the entire pack. Like, apparently I have loved it, which is great. So the only other thing I wanted to show you guys was, so again, place an order anytime this week before next week Tuesday with Tutu Tug KMB, and you will get the ingredients to make these cards, which is always fun. But I wanted to show something else off. Oh, except I'm missing a couple pages. So Stampin' Up! Is doing a fundraiser for COVID-19. They have picked 2 charities to donate to for relief. And I'm grabbing my other free sheets because I was working on these. So what's really cool is that these you donate $12 and then you have to pay sales tax, so $12.99. You get 15 pages of images, which is amazing. And you can print these and use these as often as you want. So they're yours. You cannot like send the PDF to someone else, right? That's not cool, right? Because the whole idea is that it's a fundraiser. The 2 organizations that they have picked worldwide to donate to, you can pick to donate to the WHO or to the United Way, or you can split the proceeds 50-50. So just know that. And it includes 2 pages that tells you all about the coordinating colors and the coordinating products. So like, you know, they've tried and said this die fits this or this die does this. So let us look at these because they are amazing and funny, and I want to know which ones you love the most. So wash your hands. Let's just roll with it. I'd totally share my toilet paper with you, which I like those, and I think those are really funny. Page 2. So I will say I did not print mine with page numbers, and so I wrote them in the bottom. When you do get yours, print it, please, and print it with page numbers on it. I'm smiling under this face mask. My hands miss feeling moisturized, and my heart misses you. I don't know what that means, but maybe that's for like a manicurist? I don't know. No saliva was used on this envelope. Sending love, and if I could, toilet paper. Just feeling the need to reach out and send a card to someone. I can't wait to social undistance with you. I like that one too. Page 3 is stay safe, flatten the curve, 6 feet apart but still in my heart. You're essential to me. Spread joy, not germs. I'm here for you from a distance. I'm really all here, just socially distant. Sending love and sunshine, not germs. Page 4 is have another quarantini. It's like a normal martini, but you drink it at home alone. Things I miss, touching my face and you. Yeah, I never realized how much I touched my face until all this happened. What a year this week has been, right? Boy, it's only Wednesday. Wishing I was in quarantine with you. I know I was talking to my sister-in-law, and she definitely is feeling lonely. Quarantine and chill. Stay home, stay safe. Page 7, business on top, PJs on bottom. Life may look a little different, but we're all in this together. So I finished Netflix. I've just been working on my homebody. Everyone said they were so glad to have another quarantini for the win, right? I know, I love these. I like that I've just been working on my homebody. Like, no one wants to travel this summer just because they're scared. I changed out of my night pajamas into my day pajamas to send this card. I do like that. Miss you, hoping that by staying home, more things change than my pajamas. Thinking of that as a positive thing. Happy quarantine. Thinking of you during this quarantine. Page 9, it's your birthday. Let's digitally party. This actually punches out with the cake builder punch, which is really cute. And then the just breathe, but wear your mask. It's page 9. Page 10, sending hugs from a distance. I can't wait to hug you when this is all over. Wish this were a real hug in person. Smile. Hey, what you doing? Thank you for your service, for your care, for your sacrifice. These are really great appreciation cards. Oops, sorry. Oh, that was page 12. Page 11, we're in this together. I miss your face. Sending love and paper hugs. I got a plan for that one. So that's why I pulled that one. Page 13, sending love and support. This too shall pass. I stay home because you stay at work. There's no place like home for now. One day at a time. I love this one with the outline. I think it looks really cool. You guys know I'm a font snob, so like I'm digging all these fonts. And then page 14 says love conquers all things. Though we are not together, we are still close at heart. Everything will be okay. We just can't see what okay looks like from here. There's nobody I'd rather stay home for. Not alone, just apart. Real hug in person. I know, Patsy, I'm excited about that. And though we're blank apart, we're close at heart. So miles apart, hours apart, states apart, countries apart, whatever. So they made those so that you can fill them out. And then there's also the hashtag share sunshine. So here is what I'm challenging you guys to do. I would love for you to place an order with me, but you need to know that if you order this, it's $12. It goes straight to the charity. We as demonstrators do not get anything. We do not know who has ordered, which is challenging. But I will be designing a class around it next week. And those that show and share a card that they've made with this set will be sent like the ingredients to make the cards I show off next week. So that is how next week's Wednesday Live will work, is I will design some cards around these and I will show them off, and I'm super jazzed about that. So I hope that you will be back next week, Wednesday. I hope that you love these. I think what a year this week has been might just be my favorite. This week I'm definitely tired. Some weeks I've been energized. And then of course let's just roll with it. I mean, every funny thing right now, all of Etsy is like filled with toilet paper earrings and do I know what. I still don't understand what happened with the toilet paper supply chain and why everybody went crazy. But I do really love these. You could literally just cut these out, right, with a trimmer. You could hand kind of cut around these if you wanted to. Or you could use some of the coordinating products that they suggest. I just love that they gave us like the colors that they used and the coordinating products so that we have an idea of like, what framelits and stuff fit it. It's nice. That's a great touch, Stampin' Up. So that is next week. We're gonna dive into these. I will make sure to put the link to buy that, but you can find it on the home page. And other than that, that's what I have. So happy Wednesday. I hope everyone is faring well. I went for a nice walk thing this morning and got out. The weather was nice here. I don't know how it is where you are. Again, super thanks to Kathy Oust for her card that she sent me. That was so sweet. And I owe a lot of projects and packets and stuff, and so I'm going to be trying to ship those out tomorrow. I'm going to pull winners from past Facebook Lives and try to get like caught up on all of that. But I appreciate each and every one of you joining me. I hope you liked these projects, and I look forward to designing some next week with these fun images. This is a great thing because you don't have to have the stamps. We can all have access to this download and download it. So anyway, all right, talk to you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye, y'all.